Allow me, Mister. Oh, Mister. She decided.
Yes, you read the title, and I mean it. I don't care if I get hate in the comments, so what? But Love is War is secretly the best new gen anime out there. Okay, one of them, Jesus, not all. But anyways, but Love is War is such a special anime that delivers and exceeds all the qualities you would love about the anime. From the characters to the wild scenarios and even the top tier level of competition the show provides is astonishing. It's a work of art. Now, in case you're wondering what the whole show is about, don't worry, I got you. Oh, Kaguya-sama Love is War, to put in the simplest terms, is a high school romantic comedy, and the plot centers around main two characters, Shirogane, the popular class president, and Kaguya, the popular and kinda sadistic vice president, coexisting and competing with each other to see who can confess their love first. You see, when one confesses their love, that person loses. What, you may ask? I don't know, actually. I really don't know. I guess their status, that's what it took me a while to figure out the show, but yeah. But then I realized like the consistent game they have with each other to keep their, keep things interesting and keep things intriguing with each other. Every morning they in school, every day they wake up, every day they have the feelings for each other. They keep, thinking of different ways, like Death Note ways of thinking of how like to manipulate one another to express their love. You would want to watch to see how they would go about this, and you see there are many ways they can do this, such as a guessing game, card game, fireworks, Chica, sisters, Chica, school activities, and Chica. There are a number of ways they could go about this, and it always surprises me every episode that it's always a constant battle of love, hence the name Love is War. Like I did there. Oh, now for the characters in the show, they are all great, especially the main four. I would go in depth, but of course I say that for another deep dive analysis for the video for those characters. However, I will talk about briefly on what makes these characters so special. Alright, so real quick, let's talk about Kaguya, the main character. She is a wealthy, emotional girl who is sweet, but sometimes sneaky and intimidating, mostly to Ishigami, and honestly, a very complex girl. Seriously, like the way she plot against Shirogane is amazing, and he himself is amazing as well, since he's like the modest president. Speaking of Shirogane, he's kind of like the king of the school. It's crazy because every time he walks by like a girl, like everyone like just admires him, like the Prince Charming of the school. But he's also a great friend and a current friend as well, who is there to comfort his peers, of course, and he, as intelligent as he is as sneaky as Kaguya. So those are basically like two main characters, and then you go to like those high and modest characters and those like intelligent characters, then you go from them to Chica. And Chica, oh lord, Chica, that's the mean queen, man. So honestly, what can I say about Chica? She's literally makes me laugh every time she's on the screen. But yeah, there's just so much more I can say about her, but just know that she's evolved and she be in her own world in her head. And it is so funny that I think we should all aspire to be like Chica, man. Simple. And then we got Ishigami, the GOAT, and the emo character of the whole show, and he's also great and well written as well, and has a great, intriguing backstory. Honestly, he's probably one of the most realistic and normal characters out of the whole bunch. So yeah. Also, there are a lot of other characters in the show, like especially like some side characters become part of the main cast, like Miko and her friend. I will say, like I said, I'll explain more of them about the character in another video, but she was like probably the best addition to the show because her dynamic with every character, like Shirogane, Kaguya, Chica, Ishigami, especially Ishigami, bro, it is so funny and it adds a lot more to the show, man. Oof, I love it. Yeah, her and like her friend, man, the parents of the show, they add, like I said, a different tone to the show, and even like more minor characters. Like it's this couple in the show who like appears like in like one episode of season 1, but it's like they need advice to get together, and then got together, and then all hell break. It's just so many good characters in the show. Another thing that made Love is War great is the creative visuals they express in the show. Even though this isn't like an action anime, the war they portray these battles are insane. I remember they represented a battle between Kaguya and Shirogane by showing some Street Fighter battle scene in it. It was so amazing. Also, the looks on their faces and the crazy scenarios the characters are in gives the show its best comical moment. Like, I'm serious, these are one of the shows that will honestly have you laughing on what they show every episode, and I could bet money on that you'll laugh. Also, I didn't mention the other side characters that add to the show as well. Like Kaguya's, I want to say maid for her family, but she's more like a sister figure for her. And you also got Chica and Shurigane's sisters that are hilarious as well. And like I said, Chica is a meme herself, and just imagine her sisters. Oh boy. Also, the parents of the show that they show right like the later part of this series, and anytime like they are involved in a situation, you can tell that the mood changes in the show, like from laughable to like serious sometimes to like even more comical. You just see, and it's honestly a great touch to the show. And that's the thing I also want to elaborate on. It's like every week you probably don't know what you're getting. Like one week you might laugh at an episode, it's like a comical off the wall episode, but then next week could be like a serious one. That's where it makes you hit more. Every time they go in depth between like the characters' stories, like Kaguya's, Ishigami's, even Shirigane, Chica, you can see the great qualities in them, but you can also see their flaws and what they're struggling with, you know. And once they showcase that in the anime, that's when it's like, oh man, this character's actually real, you know. Like sometimes not everything is like funny, sometimes things get serious, but you know, the best way to deal with that is to laugh, you know, have fun with your friends. And when they do that, man, you can tell, like, even like when the friends together, they have some very special heartwarming moments, and like it's honestly beautiful to see. And I think people don't really appreciate that enough, because like I said, Love is War is a little underrated, but people know about it, but it's a little underrated. So you know, I recommend you check it out. And to be honest, I think that's what made the series stand out, because if you like look at the ninjas now, of course it's like action battle. Mostly, like I said, mainly action battle shown there. I think this Love is War, you know, I think it's like, it's battle too, but it's like mind games, complex, you know, slice of life, romantic comedy that it just hits. It's like a breath of fresh air, honestly. I think it's what like makes it, you know, in its own league, because it incorporates so many things that people like about anime. I think you can find it all here. You're gonna love the cast, of course. You're gonna love like the little backstories they have. You're gonna love like the crazy environment the school is. You're gonna love the their relatives and sisters, you know, the way these characters do different things, like this casual way of, you know, bringing upon board games and just like see which one could like think is who is in love with who, you know. It just a whole bunch of stuff. It's really good showing stuff. And I heard the manga's pretty good too, speaking of that, because you know I haven't read manga yet, but I might have to after season 3, because I heard it's pretty good. I think it's, I don't know if it's top 10 like of all time, well at least, you know, for right now of this year, but I'm not sure yet. But hey, it could be. Like I said, I've been hearing a lot of great things about it. Speaking of seasons, before I wrap this up, I should let y'all know that there's only 2 seasons out now, and its 3rd season's coming out April 8th. Mark your calendars, and I'm telling you, I can't wait for that. Both seasons consist of 12 episodes, I believe, and every episode is good. But I will say the best arc, of at least one of my favorite arcs in the show, is the school festival arc in season 2. That is peak fiction, I'm telling you. But yeah, if you haven't watched the show, Love is War, go right ahead and you see why people praise it so highly. From its comedic moments, its hilarious, funny dances, hilarious, funny faces, hilarious games, complex moments, its serious moments, and basically just like the whole environment of Love is War will have you thinking this show is really, really great. Trust me. And this is why I think Love is War is the best Nugent out. Oh,